What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So I have some good news to share with you about Social Security and COLA. It's good news, but it's also bad news. Why? Because we're talking about inflation. And so the latest numbers just came in a couple of days ago. When it comes to inflation, and we saw the CPIW at 2.6%. So now we're going to see the projections, and they will change. Okay, so we'll see the projection that was at 2.5% before. It might jump up just a little bit. It might not. It might just stay at 2.5%, but it's not going to drop below 2.5% as a result of the latest news. So if we saw inflation drop, let's say we saw inflation drop down to CPIW drop down to 2% or 2.2% in June, then we would have probably seen that 2.5% projection go down. But that is not going to be the case now. So that's good news. So we know at least right now that the projections are pretty spot on. We're probably going to see something around that range. And so I think that's good news, but it's a catch-22, as I've always stated, when it comes to inflation, because when inflation rises, yes, your COLA check will be larger, but that just means that inflation is higher. Okay, remember, when it comes to inflation, inflation is the cost of living adjustment is there to offset inflation. That's all it's for. It's not to give you an extra, raise to your Social Security benefits. That would have to come with reform. Right now, all they're doing is they're saying, okay, if the economy is good and inflation is low, then your cost of living adjustment is going to be lower. But if we have hard times and inflation goes up, then this will help to offset that rise in inflation. That's all it's saying. And so just be aware of that when it comes to the cost of living adjustment. I do have people that will say, well, it's not enough. It's not enough. I understand that. And I sympathize with you. It isn't enough, but it is designed to keep up with inflation. However, it doesn't always, I get it. But it's not designed to give you some type of a raise to your benefits. That's not what it's there for. So, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. So the good news could be that we might see a larger increase when it comes to COLA as a result of the latest numbers coming from the CPIW. Now, understand this as well. When it comes to the cost of living, when it comes to the CPIW, what they're going to use is they're going to use information from July, August, and September. So the June numbers that we just got, 2.6%, they're not going to use those to calculate. But this gives us a good indication of what we'll probably see when it comes to July, August, and September. We're probably going to see the numbers rise. And so, and understand this too, and I talked about this in a previous video, but I'll talk about it here just to kind of give you an idea of what patterns that we're seeing. We're seeing this rise, and we haven't even really factored in tariffs yet. And so once we start factoring in tariffs, we could be in a situation where we're going to see inflation just skyrocket. From one month to the next, it'll shoot up really high. So that's always a possibility. We don't know yet because we're still waiting to see the real impacts of tariffs, because realistically, most companies at this point, they're stocking up. They're stocking up on products. And the reason why they're doing that is because they've been hearing that these tariffs, they've been talking about this ever since Trump became president. And so even before he became president. So they've been stocking up every month, just trying to stay ahead, just in case we start to see some of these tariffs happening. And so they're going to have products on the shelves. But 3-4 months down the road, those products might be gone. And if they're gone, that's when the prices are going to shoot up. And so, although we don't know what's going on right now, 2 or 3 months down the road, we might have a better idea of of what inflation is going to really look like. So good news is when it comes to people receiving Social Security benefits, cost of living adjustment looks like COLA will be a little more favorable to those people. But just remember, it's not a raise. It's just an increase to your benefits. So it's not going to give you a leg up in any sense. So just be aware of that. So just wanted to talk a little bit about that. Like I said, I did a previous video talking about CPI, inflation, all of that. So you guys want to check that video out, I'll have it linked at the end of this video so you can check it out. But we're dealing with a situation right now. It's hard to predict what's going to happen. We do know when it comes to inflation, yes, that's most likely going to go up, but we don't know how the Federal Reserve is going to handle this. What are they going to do? Because if we're looking at inflation going up and we're looking at unemployment going up as well, then we're stuck. And we just might drop into a recession. I mean, we might not have a choice at that point. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of update there. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, like always, send me a comment down below. You can also send me an email, david@thetecshow.com. Talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. So that's all we have for this video. Make sure if you guys want to send me an email, you can do that, david@thetecshow.com. Like the video, subscribe for more, and check out these videos over here for some more great content. Talk to you later. Bye.